Pacific Fan Styles here, and today I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on the South Point 400 that happened last night. So we don't really have a lot to talk about this race here because basically not much really happened last night besides the racing here, but yeah, as we know here, Denny Hamlin managed to hold everyone off and win for the second time this year at Las Vegas. I mean, coming into last night's race, Hamlin was my pick to win because last year in the playoff race here in Las Vegas, he was very solid, but due to late race caution, he wasn't able to get the win, which ultimately gave the win to Kurt Busch, who stayed out, like had a strategy and just won. But I mean, Alex Bowman had a better pit stop than Denny Hamlin last year, so probably Bowman would have won that. But yeah, this year Hamlin, in my opinion, got redemption and wins here in Vegas. So yeah, right behind we have the other guys that came in the top five, which are Chase Elliott, my favorite driver Kyle Busch, Mark Truex Jr. in fourth, and Blaney in fifth. But yeah, we don't really have a lot to talk about this race because basically, in my opinion, this is probably the worst race of the year, in my opinion, because basically the 550 horsepower package did not work last night. I would say it worked better in the spring race because probably with the track cooler, maybe that helped. But this race was just boring in my opinion. This is the third to last race with a 550 horsepower package this year, and to be honest, I'm glad because in my opinion, I don't like this package one bit here because it feels like it just makes boring racing here. Like take Kansas for example last year, even though I was glad Logano won that over Harvick, but not much really happened. We only got only got one caution for an incident. That was Joey Gaze who hit the wall very hard and was taken to a hospital afterwards. But I heard this morning he was released from the hospital, so glad he's all right after that hard crash. I don't know if I can show that because of copyright reasons. And I have pictures I actually have a picture of it on my phone, but I don't feel like showing it. But yeah, that's that there. He lost the wheel, and that was the reason why he crashed there. But glad he's all right because that crash there sort of reminded me of Austin Dillon's crash at Michigan that happened not so long ago. But yeah, but that's just that there. So yeah, that was the only caution for an incident because afterwards there was no other cautions for an incident. That was sort of like the 2019 playoff race at Las Vegas where there was only I believe two cautions for two incidents. I think I can't remember because I only can remember one, and that was Kurt Busch who hit the wall. I don't really remember what happened that time because that was 2 years ago, but that's what I believe. But yeah, if you guys remember what happened in the 2019 South Point 400, let me know in the comments. I'm still glad for Hamlin though. Hamlin is one of my favorite drivers because, in my opinion, he's just a good racer. I know he sometimes makes mistakes, but yeah, it feels like at this point Hamlin is emerging as a championship contender now. I predicted him to be eliminated in the round of 8, but at this point, if Logano doesn't make it to the championship 4, if Logano possibly gets eliminated this round, I would say Hamlin he could be a contender to get into the final 4, especially with him coming on strong these last 10 races here. He's emerging as a championship contender. I would say if you won I don't know, like the Bristol Dirt Race, Richmond, and Indy, he would probably maybe have perhaps 5 victories already this year if that would have been true. Bristol Dirt he just went up too high. Richmond he just didn't have the faster car to win, and Indy he just got pushed off by Chase Briscoe. And not to mention also Martinsville, which he didn't have a good long running car, so that was the reason why he lost. And the Daytona 500 he just lost because of pit road not doing a good job to get him his fourth Daytona 500, I think. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's just that there. But Hamlin is just emerging as a championship contender. But we still have the round of 8 left. Hamlin's so far the first driver locked into the next round because we got Talladega next week and then the Roval. which Chase Elliott is my pick for the role. Chase Elliott is my pick for Talladega next week, and Alex Bowman is my pick to win the Roval. But I mean, Alex Bowman is actually below the cut line right now. I mean, he actually had to pit twice because I believe of loose lug nuts, and Byron had a flat tire, so that's what caused him a good finish. I mean, now 200 cars are below the cut line again. One I predicted to go to the round of 8, and the other I predicted to be out. Byron is the one I predicted to be out, and Bowman is the one I picked to be in. But I would say they both have to run solid these next 2 races here, and unfortunately with Talladega, you never know what can happen. I mean, we could possibly get the big one for next week, and yeah. And I was glad that my favorite driver, Kyle Busch, managed to get third because basically that was his only chance to make it to the next round because we're not usually good at Talladega and the Roval. But yeah, but I mean, but he sits in third in points, and the point standings, like Christopher's is the lowest of them all, running who is in 12th in points. Bell had a really bad night last night. I mean, he had damage early and just never recovered. I mean, he was stuck in the back, and this basically may put him in a must-win situation here. I mean, maybe he could do good at the Roval since his first one was on a road course, but I don't know how that's gonna work there. But I mean, we'll see about that. I mean, maybe he can do good at Talladega. I mean, he crashed out of the Coke Zero Sugar 400 in that second big one. So I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'm not sure how his results are at super speedways. I mean, he ran an Xfinity race at Daytona, but I mean, he ultimately lost because there was faster cars, and yeah. But I mean, I have a feeling probably Talladega's gonna be crazy. Kevin Harvick is also below the cut line too, and yeah, I mean that's good there. Keselowski is the last one in, who is the one I predicted to be out of this round. Joey Logano is close. I mean, he's 7th in points, so he may have to run solid these next 2 weeks, and yeah, so I mean, we'll just see how that comes along. But yeah, I believe Elliott is 6th in points, and I believe Trick is 5th, Blaney 4th, Kyle 3rd, and Larson, of course, 2nd, which Larson is definitely a lock to make in the next round. With all his playoff points, and with him coming off a win at Bristol, he's basically safe to make it in. Yeah, so I mean, that's not there. So yeah, so I mean, but yeah, and another driver I want to talk about is that Tyler Reddick. He was really solid last night. I mean, at one point he was running 2nd, and he looked like he could have taken the lead. But I mean, he could have won if his pit crew was much faster. But Denny Hamlin's crew had the faster pit stop, so that's how Hamlin got the win there. And yeah, so I mean, but yeah, I'm still glad for Hamlin though. I mean, I hope one day Reddick wins a race because he's run really solid this year, and he's proven that he can win a race. And yeah, but I mean, just think. I mean, he was my pick at Homestead back in the spring, and he almost won that, coming in 2nd. And yeah, he almost won Texas last summer, but unfortunately, he just didn't have. He was just not faster than Austin Dillon, who got the win. But yeah, but I mean, I hope one day Reddick wins a race because he's just proven that he can win one. But yeah, but I mean, that's out there. So yeah, so I mean, those are just my thoughts on this race. This honestly was probably my least favorite race of the year. I mean, I like Las Vegas, but this is just a boring race. I don't think no one will be talking about it no one will be talking about it for years to come. And yeah, but those are my thoughts there. And I apologize for not uploading for possibly 4 days. I mean, I've been busy with schoolwork lately, and yeah, but I'll be trying to upload maybe another video this week, but I don't know what will be the next one. But yeah, but we'll just see. But I'll find out what will be my next video. So yeah, but Talladega's probably being a crazy one, but we'll see how that comes. But yeah, so those are my thoughts on this race here. So yeah, we'll just see how Talladega will go. But yeah. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later.